Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ArdePiertje Critical Ops podcast, or whatever you want to call it. I'm here with Manthis.
Yes, hello guys.
And I haven't really uploaded like a podcast in a while, but I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to ask Manthis, because he has a mic, I have a mic. We both play the game, two things that go in the right direction. So, yeah, I don't know. We're just going to talk about a few things that happened over the course of the weeks. And we're just going to start off with the new update. So 4 things that have improved on this update on 1.23.0. The character movement, ranked season full rewards, the new rewind, new rewind event with the critical pass, and the kill medals. Now, one thing I've been noticing people complaining about is rubber banding. Now, Manthis, I don't know if you've been playing a lot of ranked, but have you also noticed that you've been teleported a lot back, or does your network hold that all together, or no packet loss, or just overall experience-wise?
I mean, to be honest, it's been happening a lot more to other people than to me. Like, I've seen it happen in my games, but I haven't really rubber banded that much. I don't know if it's just because I have better Wi-Fi, but personally, I've not really been experiencing a lot of it myself, but I've seen it a lot in games. Like, people get stuck sometimes.
That's true.
Like, the other day, I was playing in a scrim, and, like, I was literally able to ninja defuse the bomb because the guy got stuck, and he couldn't come and kill me. Like, he was just rubber banding. I had no idea.
Well, one thing that I've noticed playing, I've tried recording a video, I think 2 days ago, on just ranked. I had some bad games, so I was like, you know what, this is just getting boring. I'll just continue playing till I find like a game that's kind of funny. I guess I can make like a title out of. And I don't know, I have this one game, like my network is fast because I have my own like Wi-Fi hotspot here, so I can just connect all my stuff to my PC's own hotspot because I have this USB thing like plugged in, and my PC itself is connected via Ethernet all the way downstairs, so I have very fast connection upstairs. But somehow I have these moments where I have like 5-6 hours clean connection, and there's like this little bit, like this 10-minute, 5-minute little bit that it just drops. And I don't know, like I've never had this before ever playing the game. I was just stuck. Like, I couldn't move. I got teleported back. Like, it was insane. I think people who watched my latest Diabs video as of today have seen that. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a shotgun. I'm gonna go sit in the corner. I'm gonna wait. I just couldn't move. Like, I was just standing there on spawn, and it was really frustrating. But yeah, after that, I've never had the issue. So I don't know if this is like a temporary thing or something that just happens because, I don't know, some people are updating the game and the servers are transferring. I have no idea how they're doing their things, but that's the only thing I've been noticing. So you yourself, Manthis, have not been noticing anything else aside from that?
Not really. And from the way I understand it, the way that devs were explaining it is that they did this because they're trying to like fix how people were able to like quick switch and kind of like shoot through walls and stuff. And the thing is, like, I guess it's not really the best way to explain it. Just think of it more like an analogy. But like before, the servers were a lot more lenient. So like you could just like, be able to wall people. But they just tried making the servers a lot more strict. When they make the servers more strict, then like you can't really do stuff like that. Like
True.
just, being able to quick switch and shoot through walls. But as a result, people who have like worse connection will start rubber banding more. So it's kind of like just like one way or the other. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to try to even the scale a little bit more. But they're basically just trying to eliminate walling. I'm guessing they wanted to do it before circuit. If they couldn't eliminate it before circuit, then it would be a problem.
Yeah, true. Actually, you know what? I really like the character movement that they have like improved overall, because now I don't get like shot through walls anymore. Like when I get shot, I actually see who's shooting at me. Of course, if you're like around the corner and they can see your legs and you can see them, you can still see them going like the you can still see it kind of go like next to the walls, but not like through the walls. So it's like understandable when you get killed in such a like nasty scenario where you're like, why? I didn't see him. And you're like, maybe my legs were like a little too far towards the right, and he got me that way. Because that happens often. Like I see like my crosshair going red, I just shoot, and he's like walling. So yeah, I do think that this update, I feel like this is way better than what they had before. So I feel like this is a major improvement. Of course, the rubber banding, I don't know how to solve that. People, if you have bad connection, I'm sorry, but that's just, I guess, they're your problem, kind of low-key. Sounds kind of mean.
Yeah, the only time I've really ever experienced it is like when I play cross-region and stuff. That's like the only time that I'll ever see like walls or anything. But besides that, it's really been way cleaner.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. So I think that's like a one-time charm situation. Maybe future updates will improve it, and maybe they'll look into some issues that might suddenly appear for certain players, even though they have good connection. I don't know, man. Overall, like, connectivity will probably get improved in the future. I'm guessing they're always working on it. They're always checking it. So I don't really see a problem there. Now, moving on to the next one, Ranked Season 4, the rewards. Now, I've seen some stuff on Twitter. And I'm going to go right there on Twitter. I don't know if I can find it in time. But Manthis, while I'm trying to search for it, what do you think about it? Just overall, like, do you think it's a good idea? Do you think more people will start hacking to try and get them? Or like, overall, what's your what's your what's your point? What's your focus on it? What do you think about it?
I mean, I think it's great, and it's actually kind of nice that the system kind of reminds me of, like, Clash Royale. I don't know if you've ever played it,
Yeah.
but they kind of have this system where, like, once you reach a certain point, like, as you progress up, you will, like, get certain rewards. And so the way they made it is, even if you're, like, already all the way at Master, like, you can get all the rewards starting from, like, Bronze to Silver all the way up to Master, which I think is really nice. And the only thing, I guess this is just for me personally, because I really don't rank a whole lot. But the only thing for me is that I have like almost no wins, you know. I like in total I have only like about 40 games, while most people probably have like over 100 or something. So I'm still a long way from getting those higher rewards. So like I've actually had to start playing more because I kind of want those rank skins. Like they seem kind of nice.
True.
But the game is making me actually have to put in a lot of time to get them.
Yeah, true. It really kind of motivates you to play a lot more. Sad. All right. So I can't really find it right now at the moment, but I do remember the tweet. So it was basically about hackers, because they'll probably be like, okay, so now I can actually gain stuff out of it. Just, you know, win those games and get them all collected by boosting, getting another guy to hack. But something that really picked up on me is one guy that tweeted, what if C-Ops just removed all the wins that the hacker got over all the teams? Now, that might be a little too insane to implement. The same thing goes for, like, on CSGO. Like, that way people can't get boosted. You know, no one gets boosted this way. And I think this is actually a great idea. I don't know how it works coding wise, but I'm just curious. What do you think about it? Do you think that's like a really good thing? Or
I mean, I think that's a great idea. I actually made a video about something like this a really long time ago, like when Rank Season 4 first started. Because, like, at the very beginning of the season, there were, like, so many hackers in Spec Ops and Elite Ops. Like, I was seeing it all over Twitter. Just, like, people, like, you know, it kind of seemed like the old days where, you know, it's like, oh, you spawn in a rank, and then, oh, I'm in spawn, and I'm dead in the first 3 seconds. Like, they just shoot me through the entire map. And, like, and it's like, you know, I mean, come on. Like, how is this still happening? I thought those kind of hacks were, like, gone. But, I kind of was talking about how it would be cool that, like, because I already know that Critical Force will ban people for partying with them, but I think for the most part, it's only, like, if it's in the evidence you send them. Like, I don't know if they actually have a way to keep track of, like, how many times you were playing with this hacker. Because I know, like, in CSGO, you will, like, it will literally, like, just take away all your rating from the games you played with the hacker. Like, so their penalties are, like, a lot stronger. So I definitely think it would be great if they penalize people both for partying with hackers and I mean, obviously the hackers themselves would get
like, I wouldn't
banned.
ban the player that's partying. I would just remove the rating, because some may not even know. So that's, like, the reason why it's a little too harsh if we go that far, because then innocent people get permanent banned. But I have seen...
I mean, that is understandable. I was gonna say that is understandable. I'm pretty sure that they won't perma-ban you. Actually,
30. No, they
30
30-day ban. I think they 30-day ban you. Do they?
I don't know. I think it's like a 7-day ban at first,
7.
and then, like, it will increase.
Yeah.
It's kind of based on how long you've played.
Yeah,
one time I got like I got like this whole party banned because, like, they had a hacker on them.
True.
And, you know, then they all came in, like, my DMs afterwards because they were like, "Why would you get his ban?" and blah blah blah. Like, they were showing me that screenshots. So some of them only got banned for 7 days, and then, like, one of them just got straight up banned for like 2 or 3 months or something. And I don't know. I feel like they ban you based off. I feel like maybe they have a way to check like how many times you play with the hacker. Because if you have like 30 games with the hacker versus like only having 2, then it's like, okay, you probably know he's hacking. Like you deserve a longer ban.
True. Let me also check something here, because there's this one guy in the leaderboards. I've heard from a lot of. I've heard. I'm not gonna say it's confirmed, but I've heard out of the leaderboards of the elite ops. Here, there's one guy named Jelle Schoenmaat. They have been. I guess some people have been saying, even Safari from EA, with the EA tag at least, I'm not sure, they've been called out for getting boosted to that level and not doing anything. Now, if I search up Safari, oh no, he's not banned anymore. What? Wait, what?
Wait, he was
yeah,
banned?
he was. Like, I can get the screenshot. I'm gonna try and find it. Okay, so
I did not even know that.
Wait. No.
I know that Safari did his placements, and he was like a really high Elite Ops last season, and he just won like 10 games, and then he became Elite Ops 1.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even have to play any games. He just got the highest rating. I guess that's just kind of how the system works. I really don't know. He just got a lucky rating, maybe you can say.
No. I have a screenshot of him actually here. Oh wait, is this not the right one? No, it's not the right one. I sent the screenshot in my. Wait, I did send it in my Discord server. I'm gonna try and find it. Hold on. Oh, here, I found it. Yes. Okay, so here is it. Here it is. I'm gonna send you the screenshot. You'll be surprised. Copy image. Image. Manthis. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy I found it. Okay, there it is. You see?
Yeah, I see it. I honestly had no idea that he got banned.
Yeah, he got temporarily banned for breaking the code of conduct or terms of service. And a lot of people were saying that he did, in fact, party with the hacker. Now, while this happened, his rating was removed. But he's back in the charts right now. He's 4th place right now. 2,280.
So, I want to say that I don't think they actually removed his rating. I think they just maybe like make it so if you're banned at the time, you can't like keep Elite Ops, which it makes sense. Like if you get like the #1 rating and then they found out you're a hacker, it wouldn't make sense for you to just keep that position up there on the leaderboard.
Now, here's also another interesting thing. Looking at his statistics, he got a 59% win rate in the first season, 64 in the second, and an 85% win rate in the third season. And this season, he got a 79% win rate. And that is very suspicious, in my opinion. And right now, he's Elite Ops 4.
Like, I guess he's only played 14 games, and I know it's a lot less likely that you're going to come against a hacker in your placements. But once you start getting in that Spec Ops area, I'd say it's much more likely. So, obviously, like, I'm guessing, assuming he was playing legit, he's never lost a game where he didn't play against a hacker. That would probably be my assumption.
Well, I'm still kind of sus, and I can understand other people also being sus about it. But hey, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because there was a lot of controversy around it. But hey, at the end of the day, we don't really have that much proof, so we can only just make a bunch of conspiracy theories. Anyways, moving on to the event, Rewind 2021. Now, I don't know what you think about it. I think it's great. I've actually gotten some skins out of the cases that I didn't have before from previous events, so that was pretty awesome to get. I don't know what you got.
To be honest, I haven't really opened that many cases, at least on the live version. I was fortunate enough to be able to do I guess you could say a test opening on the alpha version where they basically just let me open 1,000 cases and I got to see my luck. But I mean, obviously I didn't get to keep any of that stuff. But I think one of the nicest things about this event is that you're actually able to buy whatever you want with the duplicate credits. So like, even if you just get a bunch of duplicates, you can like use that and say like, oh, maybe I want to get this like tier 5 skin that I didn't have before.
Yeah, I did get. I thought I only got like a couple of duplicates. Let me just check my loadout again. I got 200 of those rewind credits, if that's what you call them. Not that many. But hey, I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a great event. So I really appreciate CF for adding it, Critical Force for adding it. But I don't think there's anything else we can really talk about. That's basically it. They also added this like new looking knife, which
Actually, I do have a question for you. What do you think about them adding the Sunstone knife into the case? That was previously a knife that was in the past when the Rewind came out last year. That was the knife from the Critical Pass, but they decided to put it in the case, which I guess lowers its value.
Yeah, that is a big F, I guess. I don't really know much about that, but what I do appreciate is that overall, I don't really see that many rare items being added. I mean, which one are you really talking about? Because I'm looking at the tier 7s right now. I can only see
It should be
Magenta
the
Vice.
Kukri Sunstone.
Oh, I can't find it. I can only see the Kukri. Wait, Kukri Sunstone? I don't really see the Kukri here. Wait, maybe I'm just... Oh, you got multiple pages. I'm stupid. Good job, Arde. Good job. All right, so I can see... Where's the Kukri? Oh, here. Oh, that is a beautiful skin. Oh, my God. That's gorgeous. That's lovely. All right. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I do feel like value matters a lot. It's like when they add the Balisong tier 7, I was like, I'm never gonna equip that. That stuff is gonna be so overused. Like every single time they add a knife to the past, I am never ever going to use it ever, unless after 10 years no one has it. Then I'll use it and flex with it. Otherwise, no. Big no. No go. I don't know. Everyone that equips it, I know you're happy. Oh my god, first knife. But it's not that special because it's so overused. It's everywhere. So,
I mean, that is understandable. I guess it's a lot more people are gonna like it if they just don't have a knife and it's like, oh cool, I can have one now. I mean,
yeah,
like
but,
obviously you've got to know that the passes are way more popular if they put a knife in there.
Yeah, but still, like, it doesn't suit me that well. Like, for example, the first time I got a knife, I was sitting on school, I got the remix. You know how happy I was? And now I see people just easily getting knives. I'm like, it's not even that special anymore, you know?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
To be honest, that's kind of how I felt when they decided to put the golden Manthis AUG in the Winterfest case. Like, that was like my prized possession. Almost nobody bought the Lucky Spins back then. Like, literally no one had that skin, and now there's so many people that have it, and it's like, okay, well, there we go. The skin lost all its value.
Rarity is always great to have. Look, when I look at my loadout, there's like 1,108 total ones, and I have like almost 700 right now, which is decent, but I'm guessing people are flexing out there with like 1,000, so you keep going. Anyways, I think that summarizes it up. Anything else you want to say about this?
No, that's probably all for skins.
All right. Well, going over to kill medals. It's a small addition. I do like the wall bang. Do they have a no scope one as well? I'm not even sure.
That is definitely something that they gotta add. A no scope would be really nice.
Yeah, because that would kind of, you know, proof that you're doing a no scope only and you aren't scoping, you know. Like people sometimes scope and like you can't really tell, but
and I guess the next step with that would probably be moving it up to the kill feed. Like, I think it'd be really cool if you could see like that wall bang in the kill feed or that no scope. So
yeah, the kill field would be a lot nicer. I think the medals themselves is kind of overdoing it. Of course, it's nice to have those medals, but yeah, I would rather have to like turn them off and have the headshot be in the kill feed. I have to really be honest. That's kind of like my personal opinion, but hey. I appreciate the effort. Kill medals, they look great. Not really anything else to say about it. Moving up to Circuit Season 2. Sign-ups are out here. And, of course, they've posted the trailer, which is nice. And you got Cool Mark casting in it. Again, nice. Same thing. But, yeah, they took some clips from the last circuit. Of course, some of the South American people as well. So that was pretty fun to listen to. I don't know. I didn't understand a single thing they were saying, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah, the clips were still crazy. Like the circuit trailer was really nice. Like I just they did a really good job picking the clips that they used.
Yeah, true. Bro, Nikamo and Pelin, keep them the same, man. They're awesome. They're my buddies. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but they I love watching it and just imagining words coming through. But hey, awesome job on the South American side. Definitely underrated. Not really much to say about that. I guess people signed up. I also heard that Legend Juice, one of your fellow pals, dipped out. They FF'd or...
I really don't know how to explain it. I actually recently left the team too, due to a change in leadership, and I wasn't really a huge fan of it. Okay. I mean, honestly, I kind of just screwed myself over because I can't play for any other team in the circuit. That's one of the rules now. They don't let you switch to a different team. So I guess I just kind of have to sit the circuit out. But honestly, I don't have a huge problem with that. I'm probably just going to take the time to work on growing as an individual and stuff. because I definitely have a lot more that I can grow as a player.
Yeah, true, indeed. Moving up to all the brackets here. Now, I don't know if you have the same page open. I'll just send you the links. They'll give you an easier time.
Yeah.
Control-C, Control-V. Oh my god, I love it. I wish you could do the same thing on tests. Oh man, that would make my life so much easier.
All right.
They just give you a straight F if you if you pull anything like that. But hey, moving up, we got Europe qualified teams. We got Team Luma. No offense, I never heard of some of the teams, so which is good. Yeah. That's actually a good thing. Like, I like to see more competition and underdogs. Like, imagine Team Luma or some other guy like a TUHO. I really don't know. 2-0 esports. I don't know. These people just randomly come in and steal the show and get like 1K.
I mean, 2-0, I think they've been around for a while. But did you actually hear today? I think that 2-0 actually beat RGN in the circuit.
Wait, they did?
Yeah, like
they did.
Joke. I saw screenshots. Like, I don't know if it was from yesterday's or what, but I can send it.
That's
like,
crazy.
I saw the screenshot. I gotta show it to you.
Oh, you have to send it right now, my guy. Yo, that's crazy. Hey, yo, that's kind of lit. Are they a bunch of new players?
No. I don't even think so.
I was really hoping for new boys to just come in and steal the show and be like, you thought you were the best? No, but that's crazy, dude. Let me see. Oh, my. No, actually, I've never heard of them. I've heard of Jepa, but that's it.
I know too.
But that was close. That's a close match. That's a close match right there. Damn.
I think it was a best of 3. I think this is like the best of 3 that was today. I don't know what the other results are, but I heard that Tuho ended up winning like 2-1 or something. In the best of 3.
Just when I was saying, like, imagine if they just steal the show. My God. Yo, this really makes me excited for Circuit. I'm not gonna lie. That is awesome. That is pretty fun. Like, no offense to Rain, but yo, it's always nice to have some competition. After a while, it gets boring. You gotta lean that crown to some other clans. You know, you can't just keep it forever. Bah, that's kind of awesome. You know, that's awesome. All right, well, we move on. Team Elevate, of course. Violent GG. I don't know what happened, man. Violent GG. They had some internal issues. I don't know what, like, they kind of dipped up and down, but hope they're good now. Military Gaming, I think I've casted some matches before where they were in, so they're kind of known. Darkest Nation, never heard of them. I don't know if you've heard of Darkest Nation.
To be honest, I really don't follow the EU scene as much, so I really don't. A lot of these teams I don't know, except for some of the big names like, you know, S2G.
Elevate, Violet, GG, Grand.
Yeah.
Euphoria is kind of a starter, like a new thing. I don't know, Kippets and Volker.
I've heard of Euphoria. I know they're a pretty good team.
Yeah. They were... Wait, weren't they in Ruthless? Wait, why is there a Ruthless? Wait, I'm confused. What? Yo, I swear these people hop clans every 3 days. I can't even follow them anymore. It's really getting to my head at some point.
The circuit is basically just locking everyone.
No, Kippe's in Ruthless. Okay, Kippe, Baines, Victor, Volkert. All right, that makes sense. Now, what's going on with this Euphoria thing? I'm not even in the Discord server. That's an F right there. Whatever. Okay, putting that aside, Nameless. I don't know what's going on with Ruthless and Euphoria. I don't know. I think Euphoria is from Rakusa? Oh, man, I don't know. Grand, we got X-Quadron, of course, with your boys. I think it's going to be the same classic team. Let me go to X-Quadron, just double-checking if it's the same. Never mind, I'm not in their server because they dipped for another... I think they dipped for a bit and they got back. I don't know, man. I can't follow these people. I just can't. It's so hard. Equins, never heard of them before. Rain, Xenocide, S2 Nameless. Rest in peace. What was the clan before? They had a different name. It was such an OG name. It was in the EU side. They were in there since like the beginning of tournaments. And what's it called? When Gangstars was a thing. What was the name again? With Cheeseman, Adam Q. Do you remember Manthis?
I honestly don't know, to be honest.
Oh my god. Shit. They changed their name. They switched. They had I'm gonna search. I'm just gonna search a match I've casted before. Let me search it up. You know what? While I'm done with this, you can move up to the NA side and look and analyze it. Cause yeah, I'm dead on that one. I only know Amplified, IFL District, Team Elevate, Xenocide, Hammers Esports, Team Ustar, and that's it. I don't know. Bless, kind of low key know a little bit. They kind of cool. I don't know. You gotta explain that part. I have no idea.
I mean, definitely. I know NA scene is a lot smaller. I'd say there's probably like about I'd say only like half the teams are actually like known for being at least like at a tier 2 level-ish, you could say. I mean, actually, a lot of surprising things happened. Like yesterday, No Mercy. I think I would probably say they're the fourth NA team right now, fourth best NA team, and they actually lost to Inquisitive, which, like, I mean, I don't even know the team was back, but I mean that game is a huge shock. They got destroyed. It was like 13-6 or something.
Oh,
So,
that's. I mean, I wouldn't call that destroy, but I would definitely call that.
I mean,
outplayed.
considering how good they are, like INQ, like not even really a top 10 team, and they beat the number 4 NA team, which definitely came as a shock.
All right.
And then also on the NA side, I mean, we saw Bless. They beat Renovate like 13-0, which I mean, I knew they were probably gonna lose, but I didn't think it was gonna be a 13-0. So I guess they kind of took the L there. And there's also a lot of controversy right now with Underestimated. Pretty much, they're basically just a team with a bunch of new players who popped up from out of nowhere, and they've been like basically beating everyone. Like they've been beating like Elevate and like basically and they haven't lost like in a while. And a lot of people are speculating that they're cheating or something, which I mean obviously nothing confirmed yet, but it's just kind of like it's kind of reminding them of like back in the old days when teams would just pop up with a bunch of players no one's ever heard of, and then they're just like the best, and it's like, whoa, where'd these guys come from? Like, are they cheating or something? So yeah, a lot of controversy there.
Damn, bunch of beef going on. Anyways, referring back to what I said about S2 Nameless having a different name before, it was exclusive, and they switched to. It was 8 months ago when they had that name the last time. It was they played against Valorous, and they just switched to Existence Galaxy or something, which is a organization, and then they dipped again. I don't know, man. The stuff they do, I just can't follow, man. They have different names every day, but I hope they stay with S2 Nameless because that's a great name. Please stay with S2 Nameless. I don't want to go through the whole process again of changing names, etc. It's annoying. But they had exclusive before. Exclusive EXCL. I don't know if you've seen that tag before, but it's a very OG tag.
Yeah, no, I have. I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know that they were the same team as S2 Nameless.
No, they are basically.
I had no idea.
All right, so about the South American side, I don't really know what to say about it. I'm just going to say that I know King's Revival, I know Evil Vision, I know Violent GG, and that's it. I don't know what they're doing. That's all.
I know Insanity Killers and Flawless and Evil Vision. Those are probably like the 3 core teams that I would say are at the top right now. I don't know. That's just from my experience. I know they're like the 3 most known South American teams. So I definitely think that we're going to be seeing at least 2 of those teams towards the semis or the finals. I mean, yeah, Seminole is a known, like, org, or so to speak, but, like, I've never seen their South American team, like, do much. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't... When people talk about South America, I don't think of Seminole. I think of, like, Flawless, Insanity Killers, Evil Vision. That's basically the 3 teams.
Yeah, also King's Revival and Violent, but yeah, that's it. I don't really know anything else, man. So, that was basically the brackets now. The fun part, the last part of this podcast, we're going to talk about the caster.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're not going to clown anyone, okay? Because we're all little kids. Compared to them, we're kids. But 2 new faces popped up. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
You want the link? I'll send the link to you so you can take a look as well. So 2 new faces popped out of nowhere. Of course, we got ourselves Nikamo and Pelin, both very handsome people. Definitely. Don't change anything there, please. I beg you. Compact Esports, they're awesome. Never change them. Bro, when I look at Nikamo, I see him as like the Ibrahimovic of casting, man. Like, my guys spitting fire out there. I'm nothing against these people. Like, no hate. I can't hate on them. If you hate on them, there's something wrong. You can't hate. Moving on. We got Europe and North America. 2 things popped up. We got Warren. I've never seen him before. Actually, I've seen him hop into the influencer program. I've actually never checked his stream.
Yeah, I think he's more
Is
of a
that
Twitch
Warren?
streamer.
Is that Warren? I went on his Twitch.
I know.
I was like, wow, that's Warren.
When I saw the name at first, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I didn't know that he's like into casting. I've never seen him do anything like that. I mean, he's a Twitch
Same
user.
for Twist. Same for Twist. I've never seen him cast before. And I think they did this because I don't know where Sapphire Sky went though, because she was a great at color casting. So I don't know where she went.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her, but I know Twist. I've only seen him cast like once, and I honestly don't even know if I could find the link. But it was, I don't know if you remember the Revival tournament.
Revival?
Yeah. After they had the NA, they tried an EU, which they ended up like breaking off the tournament because I don't remember what happened, but they were announcing Twist as like the European caster for it, and I think he actually casted some of the qualifiers. But like the tournament never went anywhere beyond those qualifiers. So I guess I mean that's just all I've seen. I don't know if he's done anything else, but I mean I'm sure he's still gonna be able to do a decent job. I don't know.
Although when I watch his videos, he has this like, so what's up everyone? My name is your boy Twist here. Me trying to impersonate him is a bad idea. I don't think anyone would ever get close to his voice, but he sounds so chill, you know, and that's good. Like there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm curious, how is he going to implement that in casting, or does he have like an exciting?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think you're kind of right there. Like I've just I remember when he was casting. You know, it's just kind of like, I mean, he can get hype, but it's not like as hype as maybe you would say like Cool Mark would get or something like that, or some of our SA boys. Like it's definitely not on that level. Like when he gets hype, it still kind of sounds like he's more on like a chill level, so to speak. I don't really know how to explain it.
He's looking handsome though. I'm not gonna lie on that. He's definitely looking handsome. On
and then Amister coming back again. I didn't really watch too much of the EU circuit, but what do you think? How do you think his performance was in the last time that he
Amister?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I think out of all of these, my boys at the South America, they're the best. So I'm just gonna put them at number 1, and I'm not even gonna question it because I don't know what they're saying. You know, I can't have a good. Yo, I'm gonna say it again. They're the best, okay? Nikamo and Pelin, best duo. Never change. I don't know what it is with these two, man. They're awesome. I don't know what they're saying. Again, I have no idea what they're saying, but they're awesome to listen to. They have this such a happy vibe, you know. I don't know. But Cool Mark, of course, great caster.
Yep.
No hate against him. But A-Master, Warren FIG, I've never seen this guy cast, so I don't know what about him. Twist, not gonna be mean, but I mean, we gotta be honest here. I don't know anything about him like casting a genuine tournament and like actually like I don't know, hyping like his hype moments, his call moments, his flow throughout the match, his casting skills, his speed, his accuracy. I don't know, man. I don't know anything, but I do remember him, of course, Revival tournament. I've seen him talk before. I just don't remember it quite well. Now, A-Master, I've seen him cast Lock and Load. Okay, so about the Lock and Load thing. The people there, no hate, but they didn't really read the rules quite well. And A-Master was, I think he was streaming using the emulator. I don't know if he knew the rules as well because it's kind of against the code of conduct. So he got permabanned while streaming. Not great start on the Lock and Load side. I don't know. Did you also see that happen?
Honestly, I've never seen that. I'm gonna have to check out that clip later. That would have been funny.
Hey yo. Okay, we're not gonna hate on the guy though, because he's good. Like I don't really know much about him, but I asked, and apparently he has some casting experience.
Yeah, I've seen I've looked into him. He's casted like for other games before, so like I guess he's a good option. Like I guess my biggest problem with him is that I don't think he really has a whole lot of that critical ops experience, so he doesn't really know like the players, or like he's not too familiar with like the maps and like just like I guess you could say the meta of our game. Like he's more used to the
Call of Duty, etc.
Yeah,
and, I think I play that on his Twitch channel as well. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Those are things we definitely need we kind of like noticed, but overall, like of course he's not the most hype guy like Cool Mark, Nikamo, and Pelin, but I think he has like a nice chill vibe. Not my type, but I think most people would enjoy listening to him, so I don't really mind. I don't think there's anything wrong with him on that point. So overall, I think they've chosen some great casters here. No idea how Twist and especially Warren, how are you guys gonna perform? We're gonna see how that goes. Keep yourself up to date, because this weekend I'm gonna I'm gonna drop this podcast next week on Monday. Well,
that's a no.
You guys tell me you guys tell me in the comments below how it went. Because I think North America and Europe are gonna pop up this weekend, actually.
Yeah,
aren't they?
Because today they're doing the quarterfinals, and I think this weekend is gonna be semis and finals.
Yeah. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready to see those comments like, Arde, why did you say that about Warren? He's like the best. And look at his cast. He's insane. Like, I don't know. And people are gonna be probably hating on me for saying things about toys. Like, guys, I don't know, man. Like, we ain't in the future like you guys. But,
I mean, we're just saying. I mean, you've never seen him cast. You know, you can't just grab like someone, even if they like. I know they're trying to aim towards like people who maybe are content creators or who stream, because they know they kind of already have like some experience with just sort of, I guess, being like put on the spot or something. But like, you've never seen them cast a tournament, so it's like, I mean, you know, I don't really know what to expect from them.
I really am stoked for Warren though, because I watched some of his Twitch, and I guess I watched a bit of I'm messing up. I watched a little of his Twitch streams. I looked through some clips, etc. Yeah, he has some kind of, you know, he has a decent voice. So I don't know how he's gonna perform as a caster, because you have people that are like chill, but when they cast, they have like a wah, they go higher, you know. But yeah, it really depends. It really depends. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, great selection, great job, Critical Force. Keep it up. Definitely hyped up for Circuit 3 now as well. If that ever happens, we don't know, but if it were to happen, I'm hyped.
Hopefully
here.
Hopefully Arde's going to be casting by then. I'd like to see you cast a Circuit.
Yeah, well, I've heard that multiple times now, and people are like, why? I don't know. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it though, so I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm sorry, Manthis. If I say anything, I'm probably gonna get banned. So I'm just gonna be silent. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say, if there were one, I'll be hyped. I would be hyped. That's all. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have actually been approached, and I guess I've been asked if I want to be one of the NA casters, but the only thing is they want me to. First off, like, I can't even play in the tournament, so I just have to, like, I guess quit comp for, like, a couple months, which I guess wouldn't be that big of a deal. It would probably be worth it to cast, but the main reason that they're saying no is because they obviously want it to be more professional, so they want all the casters to have, like, face cam and all that, and I don't know if I'm ready for something like that. I know that, like, face cam is a huge thing, but I just don't know if I'm ready for something like that yet.
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, don't worry. Like, I don't think they're quitting any day, because Circuit's been a success so far. Yeah. So I don't think they're quitting this. So, yo, keep dreaming, boy, because you're gonna get there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I don't think we have anything else to talk about. Manthis, you want to say anything to the people listening? Of course, so far.
I mean, I guess thanks for watching. Or thanks for listening.
Listening, watching. I mean, I'm gonna put some screenshots on screen, of course. But yeah, listening overall. But yeah. I guess I don't think there's anything else we could really talk about, so I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you guys in another live stream or video. Bye bye, everyone.